Hey y'all, I am back again with another video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Willa Ray. Follow me on all my social media platforms called Just Willa Ray. I'll go ahead and dive into what this video is going to be about. This video is long overdue, but we are doing a deep dive on Ocean Maris. Ocean Maris. We're doing a deep dive on Ocean, y'all, the gardener, the earth angel, and now y'all know Sweet's divine counterpart. This video's been long overdue. I know there's probably some questions y'all got and everything like this, so we're gonna do a deep dive on Ocean. So first, we're gonna start off with the meaning of Ocean's name and why she named Ocean. She's an earth angel, why she's named Ocean, and everything, this and that and the third. So Ocean names Ocean, how she got the name Ocean, which I will find out later. It's in regards to her grandmother. I don't want to go into too many details about it because we don't, where we're at in the book, we have not learned a lot about Ocean's family yet. But what I will say is Ocean, how she got the name is because of her grandmother, and I will leave it at that. And then once that is revealed, I'll probably do another deep dive. But her grandmother gave her the name Ocean. The Ocean, her last name Maris actually means of the sea, and I just thought it sounded good together. And I was just, first I was drawn to the name Maris, but I was like, I don't want her first name to be Maris. And then I thought about Ocean, and the reason why I thought about the name Ocean was because I actually have a spirit guide that I call Ocean. My spirit guide is someone that, well, she's not really a guide. She's more like a spiritual helper. She's somebody that comes around me every now and then, but she doesn't stay. Sometimes she comes around me and just hang out, or, hey, I'm just coming to check through, whatever the case may be, and then she just go by the way. But I call her Ocean to hide her identity about who she really is. Because she is someone that was an up-and-coming music artist, and her life was cut short, and I'm gonna leave it at that. She was an up-and-coming music artist, life cut short. Ocean is based off Ocean, the character Ocean Maris is actually based off her, and the name Ocean fits so well because even though Ocean is a earth angel, the gardener, she's very in tune with her emotions. And she has this calm, cool, serene energy about her. Like if you were sitting on the beach and you just listen to the waves back and forth, like this really calm, serene type energy. Even though she's an earth sign, but she has this really, like, if you just sit, when I think about the character Ocean, I think about sitting on the beach. It's not too hot outside, the sun is out, but you just there in your own energy, and you can just hear the sounds of the waves just roaring, and you just feel so calm, you feel so peaceful that you just want to go to sleep. Like, that's what Ocean makes me think of. It's like safety. And and then Maris of the sea, it just fit. I found out Maris meant of the sea, so it just fit. So Ocean really represents two elements. So Ocean represents the earth element of earth, but she also represents water, whereas Sweet represents fire and air, hence her being the rose of fire. And then air, because Sweet is an air sign, Sweet is a Gemini. Ocean being the fact that she is the gardener, she is the earth angel. So here's the thing about gardeners. So there's a spiritual garden, there's a heavenly garden that God created. And when God created this garden, he created the tulips, he created the roses, he created the carnations, he created all these different types of roses. But these roses, these flowers that are in this garden are divine feminines. They are divine women. They're linked to other divine figures, minus the tulips. The tulips are not. The tulips were actually some of the last ones to be created, because God thought, wait, the rose woman, they do a lot. They're gonna need this extra help they're gonna need somebody else to come in unity with them to do this. And because the Carnations, and what y'all learn about the Carnations, they got their own thing that they do. Ooh, Lord, what's on my leg? The Carnations got their own things that they do. You know, the Rose Woman, the tulips are supposed to be in harmony with the roses, and then you got the chrysanthemums. Basically, it's a whole spiritual garden that God created, and God has a lot of things that they do. It ain't just all, you know, creating and everything like that. God has to tend to other things as well. So God created the gardeners, the earth angels, but the earth angels, they do a lot. So earth angels, they reincarnate on earth to complete tasks and do certain things for God. But earth angels, when they're in heaven, they also tend to the garden. So they tend to the divine feminines, and a lot of the gardeners are actually, when they have a task on earth or when they need to do something on earth, a lot of the times, if they're meant to be in a divine union or divine relationship, God will make a rose for them. So Ocean is actually, she's earthbound, but not in a way of she has to be on earth, but God sends Ocean to earth a lot with Sweet, which y'all end up learning that, because them two together are actually meant to do a lot for not only women but also just the earth in general, and helping the earth raise the vibration of the earth, and helping other people there. But the thing about it is, just as y'all know that Sweet, the type of life Sweet had, Ocean didn't have an easy life either. Now, she is an earth angel. Y'all know, y'all have seen her in an earth angel form and everything like that, because the last couple of chapters, but she's also had like a human life too. So there's a balance of this spirituality and living in this 3D realm, and then you have the tasks, goals, and whatever the case may be with the heavenly realm. Now, the thing about it is, and the reason why I created this, and the reason why this is like this, because I personally don't necessarily believe in like heaven and hell, but I believe that you can create your own heaven and hell. And so I decided to depict it as a garden. And you are, and when it link back to Christianity, you always think about like how certain people, like, you sow a seed or you put this seed in here and you watch it grow. There's a lot of references to like seeds and planting and growing and things like that. So it's kind of a play on that, you know, and it's kind of a play on, you know, even when you were created, you had to start from somewhere, and you weren't always this person here. Before you even came here, you were somewhere else growing and being planted in some, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I get what I'm saying. But yeah, so it's kind of a play on that. And I also wanted to, because people feel like that people of the LGBT community aren't divine for some reason, because of Christianity and the way Christianity has been taught. They always, oh, it's wrong, it's a sin, or whatever the case may be. So I thought it was very perfect to have Ocean be somebody that is in that community and be an angel, because at the end of the day, they're just as much as God's children as all of us are. So I thought it was very fitting to have that. And I want, when more people see this, I want them to feel happy. Honestly, I want them to really see what I'm doing in a way that is just like, it's not a typical lesbian relationship. It's not a typical how can I say it? It's not cliche. It's not, oh, I keep hearing whole space. I keep hearing whole space. I don't know why I keep hearing that. But basically, I don't want this relationship to be, I don't even want this relationship between Sweet and Ocean to be overly sexualized or anything like that. Now, they do cutesy stuff and they flirt and things like that, but I don't want it to be over sexualized. I don't want Ocean to be overly sexualized. But the inspiration for Ocean is definitely that spiritual, that person that comes around me spiritually every now and then. That's why she looks the way she looks, as well, with the long wavy hair and this smooth. She can dress. Ocean can dress her ass off. Oh, well, Sweet can dress too, but Ocean can dress her ass off. Ocean is meant to have this like a smooth type of approach. So when I post her picture and I post mud, it's not saying that she is a mud, or that song kind of make me think of somebody like they dress all nice and stuff and they just got this like cool vibe, cool confident attitude. That's Ocean. Like, emotionally intelligent, calm, cool, and collected. Even when she's mad, she knows how to keep it together. Not to say that she can't get rowdy if she don't need to, but she's the type of person, she's not gonna let anyone get her out of her character. She's not. That's not Ocean at all. Whereas she's the opposite of Sweet, but they go together so cohesively because it was created by the divine. So I just want to put that out there too. So a lot of times when I do my images through Chat GPT, a lot of times Ocean is depicted in like greens and blacks and golds and stuff, because she's still has that earthly type vibe, because she's an earth angel. She's the gardener. And another thing that I wanted to include about being a gardener is that you have the ability to control anything dealing with the earth, whether it's water, whether it's plants. Ocean, the reason why she could see Sweet in other places where she wouldn't, because she's divinely connected to trees. So if Sweet is walking down the street past a tree, Ocean can tap into that energy of that tree and see Sweet without being there. So that when Ocean said that she has eyes everywhere, I believe she said that in chapter 2. She said she has eyes everywhere. She literally does, because she can see you through the trees. She can see you through the plants, through the flowers and stuff. You walking through a garden, she can tap into one of the roses in the garden and see you. And it kind of goes back into, if you are someone that's spiritual and you know things about angels and things like that, angels can be at many different places at one time. The first angel that I thought about was Archangel Michael. Can be in many different places at one time. And so I kind of did a play off of that. And I didn't want it to, the whole thing with the gardener is that I didn't want it to be this whole cliche thing of like, oh, well, she got her powers because like her parents might have did something in earth and they gave them a bit. I didn't want to do that. And I think there's a book or a story that's kind of like that. So that's why I wanted to do something very different. And I didn't want to just say that she's an earth angel. I wanted to put the gardener to it because Sweet is a rose, and I thought it just sounded good to have like a rose and a gardener. Like, you're a rose and a gardener. Like, it just made sense to me than to just say, oh, a witch and an angel. A rose, which a rose woman is a witch, and then an angel. But it's also a play on showing that people that do witchcraft, people that practice this stuff, they're also divine too. They're also holy too. I mean, even things that are considered unholy are actually holy, y'all. Because I mean, all of it comes from the divine source, God. That's why I said God is the original actor, the original director, the original creator, the original poet, the original artist. God created all this. And there is a reason why when Ocean talks about God, Ocean, you notice how Ocean never said that God is he or she. She referred to God as they or theirs or them. Because God, everybody has their own interpretation of God. But I had a situation that happened to me in 2020. And God came to me and God was showing to me as a big ball of light. A big ball of light came to me, and the energy felt like a mother and a father. I felt the masculine energy, but I also felt the motherly energy from that ball of light, and I knew that ball of light was God. And that light spoke to me telepathically and said that you are a part of me. That's God. And there'll be some scenes in Sweetness Book 2 that'll go more into detail about it. Now, I did find out the name of what it's called and what I actually saw when I actually saw God, but I can't even remember it right now, recollect it right now. But like I said, I've had some wild experiences, some unique experiences happen to me that I've always been reluctant to share. But that notification scared the shit out of me that came up like that. But anyway, I've always been reluctant to share it because of people on social media that think that they created spirituality, that they own spirituality, that they're able to just go up and tell anybody anything and invalidate people's experiences. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people are batshit crazy and some people are going through spiritual psychosis. Don't get me wrong. But to sit up there and you just have people that be on their high horse when it comes to this, and what I want to say is that don't let y'all, if y'all are curious about a certain thing or something, of course, go to the proper channels. Make sure you do everything properly. Make sure you keep yourself protected and safe. Ask questions or whatever the case may be. But don't let people keep you from spirituality or even a certain religion that you feel like you want to be a part of or want to learn more about. Make sure you go through the proper channels, of course, to make sure you do things correctly. But don't let people on social media deter you from it or scare you from it or whatever the case may be. Research, go through your proper channels, ask questions. But at the end of the day, everybody is a human being. We did not create this stuff. We did not create. It's a lot of this stuff that's been here longer than we have. We are not the originators of spirituality. I mean, anybody can get into it if they want to, but is that path for everybody? No, it's not for everybody. But the important thing is finding what is for you and being true to yourself and being authentic to yourself. But yeah, but anyway, back to Ocean. So Ocean is a Virgo. Ocean is Virgo, obviously, and then Sweet is a Gemini. Virgo and Geminis are ruled by Mercury. Also, too, Ocean is an event planner, so because she likes to be behind scenes, but y'all know Ocean has her own talents as well. She can dress her ass off, and she's very into fashion. But she is also a painter. She can paint her ass off as well, but she doesn't want to be in the limelight like that. She don't mind it, but she really don't care to be in the limelight. That's why she's at the award shows. She's helping plan the award shows and things like that. That's how she's able to watch Sweet for 3 years before even saying anything. Because Ocean knew all of this, but she was waiting for the right time to mention this. It wasn't like she was trying to scare Sweet or be obsessive or anything like that, because she knows Sweet really spiritually, because she knew Sweet before either of them reincarnated back to Earth. Ocean was actually the first one to leave the garden so she could reincarnate, and she told Sweet before she left that, hey, we're gonna see each other again. I mean, you're coming to we're gonna see each other again. So yeah, I don't think this is going to be a real long video either. But I did want to talk about Ocean and things like that. I'm planning on making another video, which I hadn't ran this by my Rose Circle, which I have another video that I just recorded before this one about my rose circle, but I plan on making another video regarding shoot, who would I want, what actors or what people could I see playing as certain characters. I think that's gonna be my next video, where Sweet, I'm playing as Sweet, ain't nobody else playing as Sweet but me. So don't even comment I could see such, no, Sweet is me, because sweetness is my life. Can't nobody do me like me. Sweetness is my life. So Sweet, the character Sweet, is me. But other characters like Nashad, Osmodeus, Ocean, Charity, Danica, Anya, like, I'm gonna make a video saying about who I would want to play who, or who I could see playing those characters. I think for that video though, I am gonna write it down just so I could stay on topic, just so I could, you know. But I didn't want to make this video too long. I love y'all so much. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. And I think I gotta figure out what video I want to post first. I think I might post a video about my rose circle first, and then I'll probably post this one maybe tomorrow. But I love y'all so much, and until next time, peace, because I'm about to get out of this makeup and stuff and go relax. So peace.